Welcome into the video, welcome into the channel. Hope everybody's doing well out there. And in today's video, I'm going to continue my series here doing testing between the base PlayStation 5 and the PS5 Pro console. And for today's video, I'm going to be comparing EA Sports College Football 25 on the base PS5 versus the Pro Enhanced version on the PS5 Pro. And to kind of set video expectations here, I'm going to play probably like 1-2 minute quarter on the base PS5, kind of talk to you about what I'm seeing. I'll have my frame counter pulled up here on my LG G4 so that we can see if there's any movement as far as frames. And I'm going to be just kind of talking to you about what I'm seeing and feeling in gameplay, and hopefully the camera will at least do a decent job of conveying what I'm seeing and feeling. And at the conclusion of this video, I will give you my recommendation on whether I feel like the Pro Enhanced version on the PS5 Pro console is worth an upgrade from the base PS5. If you're new to the channel, let me just go ahead and let you know this is my 77-inch LG G4, and I currently have a base PS5 and a PS5 Pro connected to it. And just for dramatic effect here, let me lean down and show you base PS5 on the left, PS5 Pro console on the right. What I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go ahead and get this gameplay set up. So I'm going to go ahead and get the camera moved in closer. Hopefully you'll be able to see things a little bit better. And let's get it going. All right, guys, let's get the gameplay set up here. I'm actually going to be playing as Florida State on here. And exhibitions, put Kirk and Chris on the call. Not that it really matters. We're going to do a night game here. I'm going to leave the weather clear, I think. Let's advance the game, and the very first thing that I want to know is what's going on with the frames, even in the introduction as the game is starting. So let's go ahead and get the frame counter pulled up. I'm going to use for this video the one that sits in the corner of the screen like this. That way I can at least see the playbook in the screen during gameplay. But let's get it going. All right, and as things open up here, you see it says 60 hertz fixed. So let's check out the intro or the walk-in for South Carolina. Sounds like they have Sandstorm playing in the background. I'm digging the matte black helmets there. I gotta tell you, the crowd looks like it's a lower frame rate. You know, the players running on the field look like they're running on there pretty smooth. The frame counter hasn't moved at all. So that fix, it should be locked 60 here on the base PS5. And you've got their mascot there. The fire in the background does not have much detail at all, I will tell you. But so far, overall gameplay here looks pretty good. But again, that crowd, those graphics are not very good. But hey, the most important part about College Football 25 should be the gameplay on the sticks, right? So let's go ahead and get a kickoff going. I was really hoping to get the football first. So let's get the kick going. Now, the actual gameplay here on the sticks, just this kickoff and the motion, that actually feels really smooth. So if you're somebody who doesn't even have a PS5, a base PS5 in this game, I could tell you that the core gameplay here feels great. Now, this cutscene right here, that to me looks more like 30 or 40 FPS, not 60 FPS. So that's something to keep an eye on. Defensively, I really don't care. Honestly, I almost want to just give up a score so that I can get my hands on the football. As I just noticed, I forgot to change the quarter length. That's okay. All right, let me see if I can get off this. Okay, he's going to throw a check down and a nice drop there for South Carolina. All right, so I'm just bringing heavy pressure here to try and get the ball back. Frame counter disappeared. Let's get that pulled back up. There we go. It's going to be in the bottom left now. He's going to throw, looks like an RPO. And the computer for Florida State, oh, they're going up tempo. Let's run some cover one. So let me kind of back up here. I need to switch players so I could get you a good idea of what I feel in space. So moving this linebacker around in space as I'm covering the slant there. I left the guy wide open on purpose. And on freshman level, the quarterback couldn't see the guy I left uncovered. But on this cutscene right here, this is looking more like 30 or 40 FPS. It looks okay, nothing special, but the core gameplay, like on the sticks, and this instant replay, man, Florida State's helmet looks fantastic here on the base PS5. But the core gameplay does feel something like 60, which this punt formation looks hilarious with this camera angle. Because we're on freshman, I'm actually going to run backwards because I really don't want to return the kick for a touchdown here, make the stop. I want to run some offensive plays to kind of convey what I'm seeing here and feeling on the stick. So here's Florida State, who certainly in real college football has had a big-time disappointing year. But here, in actual gameplay, it's saying lock 60. Let's see. I'm going to run a little counter here. Okay, follow your blocking a little bit. All right, I'm going to run this mesh route here. Let's see how passing feels. And I think this is going to be the only drive I do on offense for the base PS5 gameplay. So I'm going to try to hit circle that's coming in motion here on a little drag route. When he crosses, okay, he's not open. And I'm going to get sacked. All right. Let's see if I can hit the square in. Oh, shoot, another sack. Oh, he gets away. Now I'm going to run for a first down here. Boy, this is all sorts of embarrassing. All right, ignore the gameplay. Let me see if I can actually hit a pass this time. Good grief. I mean, maybe this is how it would look in real life between these two teams. All right, I need to see a pass get in the air here. All right, I'm hitting the quick one here. Are you serious? Okay, the quarterback here is obviously rattled. Do I think he can complete a screen pass? Let's see. Triangle here. I'm going to try to roll it a little bit over here to give him a chance. All right, there we go. Let's get the dead leg out there. Okay, down to the 25. So the gameplay on the sticks here feels pretty good. This feels more like 60 frames. All right, got it pulled back up. Let's run the zone here. Can I get the corner? I can. I really don't want to score on this. All right. And then let's go ahead. Boy, this playbook, all he wants to run is mesh routes. So let me see if I can hit a touchdown pass. And that way we could check out like an end zone celebration. Okay, I got X right there. As long as he catches it, there it is. Let's see how it looks. Camera kind of pans in. Yeah, that's definitely not 60 frames, at least to these two old eyes. That looks like 30 to me. A lot of judder in the motion. But I think for the purposes of this video, I've kind of been able to show you what's going on the base PS5. And up next, let's get a game set up on the PS5 Pro and compare how it looks on there. All right, guys, I've went ahead and transitioned to the PS5 Pro now. And I will tell you at first glance, just loading up the game, going through the menus, I don't see anything different or anything at all to indicate that this is the Pro Enhanced version on the PS5 Pro. So I'm picking two different teams here. None of the teams in this video are my team that I follow. I thought this would be cool. This is kind of like a cool, what I would call helmet game. You have two of the more storied franchises, schools in all of college football history. So I thought this would be a cool game to play. Same thing as last time. I'm gonna go ahead and make it a night game at Notre Dame. No weather. Well, let's put some weather on there. Why not, right? Let's put some rain on there. Let's see how that looks. Rainy. Advance the game. Oh, let's get the frame counter pulled up for this intro. All right, so first thing, I see it at 59. It is fluctuating a little bit. I'm seeing already a difference. I'm actually gonna remove this. I just don't like this at the bottom corner, guys, sorry. I wish there was a way I could just aim it and put it, okay, there we go. So right away, it doesn't say 60, and you notice right below that, it does not say fixed. It says VRR. And right away, I'm just looking at this intro, and it is way more smooth than the intro and the cutscenes on the base PS5 game. The crowd looks graphically, especially these 4 or 5 people in the front, look more detailed, so there is a difference there, and I'm happy to see that I'm getting the football first. Let's see if there's any difference right away on the sticks. I really don't want to return this very far, so I want to get some actual offensive gameplay. All right, okay, so right there, this little cutscene right here, with the detail, it's way more smooth. It's definitely not that 30 or 40 frames. It's probably closer, if not the 60 frames that the display is showing. As you can see here, a lot of fluctuation going on with the frames right now. So let's see on the sticks if I could feel any difference at all. So I'm gonna run this little zone. Nice blocking here. Try to cut outside. That was a nice cut. Spin. Gameplay feels good. On that first run play, I'm not personally noticing like a big frame increase. So at first glance, as I think I'm gonna run a little tunnel screen right here. At first glance here, the first couple of plays I'm running, the actual gameplay feels exactly the same. So I'm gonna do a 3-step drop and then let it go. And that was not blocked up. All right, so let's come back now. Let's see, 2nd and 12. Let's go ahead and run another inside zone here. So the cutscenes, the instant replay stuff, that's where at first glance I'm noticing the biggest difference. So let's go ahead and try to get this edge here, and I've got it in a big way. I'm gonna try to do a little cut. That's a big time cut. And I'm down to the 32. So right here, him helping him up, the close up, way better graphically. Way, like big difference there. All right, so let's try this jet pass. Let's see how that looks. But I gotta tell you, in the actual gameplay on the sticks, I'm not feeling any difference. You know, but hey, if you've played both versions, leave some comments if you know for a fact, as this could be a touchdown. That was way too easy. All right, let's check out the end zone celebration here. Oh, that's way better. That is, man, the helmet is just crystal clear. You can see the raindrops on it. Man, the motion, the clarity, even this crowd looks I'm not gonna put a number on it. It looks way better than the base PS5. Okay, I'm fairly impressed here with the differences on the Pro Enhanced version versus the base PS5. So let's go ahead and kick the extra point. And I may play like one series on, yeah, it's probably a miss. Nope. Did I make it? Okay. Yeah, look at this. I mean, with this silly ass mascot, I mean, that graphically, oh, and the instant replay, it is so buttery smooth now on the clips. Let me see if they show another angle or something. I kind of wish that was a passing touchdown. Well, technically it is a passing touchdown. I mean like a pass down the field. Yeah. It's a big difference, guys. So if you haven't played either version, I'm telling you it's a big difference. If you are used to playing it on base PS5, I mean, look at the goal on the helmet here as I made the stop on my own. Yeah, right there, man, it kind of has almost a soap opera effect. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and run a cover one blitz, kind of like last time. I'm just gonna bring heavy pressure in hopes of a quick stop or a turnover, maybe run one more set on offense, as I was trying to switch to get somebody out in space. So the gameplay itself, let me run another blitz, and let me use this linebacker who's not coming on a blitz so I can feel what it's like out in open space. So as I'm moving back and forth, oh, okay, that should be picked, and it is. That wasn't me though, can't take credit. That was me on the cut. All right, good. We're gonna get another offensive series here before I wrap the video for gameplay. Man, that looks so good right there. The best way I could describe the difference is that the cut scenes now have more of a soap opera effect. And if you hate soap opera effect, maybe this isn't for you. But for me, I don't mind a little soap opera effect. But man, graphically, this is so much better. The experience, like this right here. Yeah, there we go. We can see it. No, show the pass in the air. Oh, whatever. Let's try and get a passing touchdown. That way I can see how this thing looks throwing it down the field. I'm going to try to hit 13 on the corner. I'm going to throw it whether he's open or not. Off the break. It's not open. Should be picked. It's not. All right, let's run the play action post and try to hit one of these drag routes and see how that looks. Okay, X is going to be there. Oh, why did he lob it? All right, guys, again, do not critique the gameplay. Again, this is just for showing you gameplay purposes as far as my comments on how it looks, not if I'm any good or not, because I'm not. All right, let me see if I can hit the slant. And I'm going for it, guys. I just want to see a passing touchdown here. All right, let me get off this. Let's go to... all right, I need something with more of a spread look here. All right, I'm going to have to go with that because play action's no use here. Boy, play clock. All right, let's just hit the all go and see if I can get lucky here. Against freshman level difficulty. Come on, Nebraska. All right, let's see if we can get lucky here. Nope, should have been picked. All right, guys, again, horrific gameplay here, but I just wanted to give you something to look at here. Let me kind of explain to you what I'm seeing. I'm just gonna throw a hot route there. Hot route. If you know that movie, hot route. I don't know what hot route means. Would you just go stand on the other side, please? Name that movie in the comment section. Gameplay itself, as I have forgotten to leave the damn... All right, so I'm gonna have to give you a little more gameplay because I allowed the frame counter to drop off. So you're getting some bonus gameplay here. I did not mean to record this long. Let's switch to somebody in space again. I've got the safety. This ought to go well, right? Oh, okay. Computer defense saved me. But that close-up right there, it looks great. The way I would describe it is, on the base PS5, these little cutscene close-ups look okay. Like 6 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10. This right here, with the improved motion and graphical fidelity, I'd put it at more like an 8.5, 9 out of 10 at what I'm looking at. As I'm going to get the football back. All right. So you guys are going to get another offensive drive. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Matter of fact, just run away from it. Let it bounce. Okay, that way I can run a couple more plays here. Hopefully a nice successful play. All right, back in the gun. Let's see. Let's see if we can hit a play action. I haven't ran the ball enough for this defense to care about play action, but, we'll see what happens here. Maybe I can roll the pocket, got triangle, just keep it in front of them. All right, there we go. That was nice. I was kind of hoping to see an instant replay on that so we could check out the, there we go. Well, that is so much more smooth as the frames do drop way down though. I'm seeing like high 40s in the frame drop on the instant replay, but the actual motion looks great. Okay. Not open. What is circle doing? What was circle doing? All right, anyway. Maybe I should play it as the home team since I'm such a novice at this. All right, let's tight end motions. Run the football here. Oh, they brought a run blitz. All right. And the frame counter is dropped off again. Nope. It's going to go to the bottom right again now, right? Nope. Let's go back. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. We got 3rd and 4 here. One thing I'm just noticing, if you're a Notre Dame fan watching this, is your field different color greens like what I'm seeing on the screen? Leave me a comment below. Just hold on to it. Thank you. That way I can run a couple more plays here, and then I'm going to wrap up the gameplay. But man, and that cutscene right there with him getting up and these fans, it's way better, guys. Big difference, at least from what I can tell. If this offensive line will give me enough time, I can hit one of these slants across the field. Let's see. Okay, triangle. And there it is. Why is there a flag? That's going to be a touchdown. Let's see if they bring it back. Maybe pass interference. Yep. Pass interference. Defense. Yeah, we're going to decline that baby. I want to see the instant replay since I actually got a downfield pass to complete. Let's check it out, guys. No, show me the replay. I think the flag screwed me up there, guys. I guess it's not going to happen. Nope. The flag screwed it up. Thanks, game. All right, let's get the extra point. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap for the gameplay, and let's go to my final thoughts and final conclusions here on the differences between the base PS5 and the PS5 Pro on EA Sports College Football 25. All right, so let's wrap this video up, and I'm going to talk for a moment about the biggest differences that I see between the base PS5 version of this game versus the Pro Enhanced version, and I'm going to give you my recommendation on whether I think it's worth it to either go straight to the PS5 Pro if you have something else, if it's worth it, or going from the base PS5 to the Pro. And I think it comes down to two areas where I've noticed the biggest difference, and really only one of them I can actually see or feel. Number one is going to be the presentation of the game. And by presentation, I don't mean like this screen you're looking at here, the menus, etc. What I mean is in the actual, when you're actually in a game and they're doing the little cutscenes, they do instant replays, you score a touchdown, the end zone celebrations, the fans in the stands, especially the ones in the front row. These are all graphically far better in my opinion. And the second difference is going to be in the motion. And truth be told, and I mentioned this while I was actually playing, I could not really feel that much of a difference as far as motion, as far as frames per second, but on my display, on the screen, you could see in real time on the base PS5, it said 60 frames per second fixed, okay? And if it deviated off that 60, I didn't catch it. Leave me a comment if it did on the base PS5 gameplay. On the Pro gameplay, right away, it had changed itself from fixed to VRR, and it allowed some fluctuation of the frames. However, the cutscenes and the close-ups and the end zone celebration stuff all looked to me like 30 frames per second. And in the actual gameplay on the sticks, felt closer to 60. But then on the Pro Enhanced version, the gameplay felt almost the exact same. However, the frames were moving around to lower. They were actually going lower in some instances. And that includes on the cutscenes and that improved presentation I was talking about. So to wrap things up here, if you're somebody who has a base PS5 and you primarily play College Football 25, maybe even Madden, NBA 2K, you primarily play sports games, and you're wondering if it would be worth it to upgrade to the Pro and play these same games, well, speaking from EA Sports College Football 25 perspective, I would have to say no. As much as I want to say yes, I would have to say no, and here's why. For me personally, to feel like I can justify the $700 price tag for the Pro, I need to be able to feel it clearly in actual gameplay. While I certainly love the aesthetics during the game, the crowd, the upgraded graphics of the players during the cutscenes and, going back to the huddle, that does enhance my experience. However, to drop $700 to get that part of the experience is not all the way worth it. I need to be able to feel it and see it in the frames per second in the actual gameplay. In other words, if gameplay on both consoles is truly 60 frames, I would have liked to have seen some sort of unlocked frame mode where your actual gameplay on the sticks, you're seeing 70, 80, 90, up to 100 or something. Then I could say, okay, that additional smoothness in the gameplay, I can now justify potentially moving up to the Pro to play this game. So that's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy this video specifically, please hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed yet and you like this sort of content, I have a bunch of videos planned here in the future. I'm going to be testing more games, doing more games back to back like this. I'm going to be showing you with the frame counter and everything, the differences of what's going on between the games. If you're into that sort of content, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. But with all that being said, until the next one.